Welcome back friends. We shall now solve few important JEE main previous year questions using useful tricks and tips. Watch the complete video and keep a note of the tricks. If you are new here, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for the future updates. The first problem is, let W be a complex number such that 2W plus 1 is equal to Z, where Z is equal to root over minus 3. Root over minus 3 is I root 3, you know this one. If determinant of this one is equal to 3k, then evaluate k or find k. The options are given, 4 options, you have to choose the correct answer. This is taken from Main 2017. Friends, keep a look at here. 2W plus 1 is equal to Z, this is given, and Z is equal to root over minus 3 and this is I root 3. So from this one, W is equal to minus half plus I root 3 by 2. Now what is this? This is the cube root of unity. W is equal to minus half plus I root 3 divided by 2. This is the cube root of unity. So the other cube root of unity is minus half minus I root 3 divided by 2. Now at first sight you may not think that from 2W plus 1 is equal to Z, the cube root of unity may be got. But this is the fact that you are getting this one. This is an important step. Without this step you can't find the value of k. Now the determinant is given, this one. This is equal to 3k. Actually you have to find k. One thing is very important, that you know this one, 1 plus omega square is equal to 0. So 1 plus omega square is equal to minus omega, or 1 plus omega is equal to minus omega square. Now here minus of omega square plus 1. Omega square plus 1 is equal to minus omega. So minus of minus omega is equal to omega. This step is very important. So ultimately you are getting 1 omega square, and the third row is as usual 1 omega square. Now transforming column 1 to column 1 plus column 2 plus column 3, so we'll get 3 1 1 and this 2 will be 0. So ultimately this is equal to thrice k, and by expanding we are getting 3 times of this one is equal to 3k, and this is 3 into omega square minus omega is equal to 3k. Now from this step you are looking that this is equal to minus I root 3. How? Omega square is equal to, this is omega square. Omega square is equal to minus half minus I root 3, and omega is equal to this one. So if you subtract omega from omega square, first of all we knew that this is W, but now we know that this is omega. So omega square minus omega to the power 4, you know this one from this part only. This is omega into omega cube, and omega cube is equal to 1. So this is only omega. So omega square minus omega, and omega square is this one. Put it here, minus of omega, and put it this one also. Half will be cancelled. So only I minus I root 3. So put it here, minus I root 3. And since this is equal to thrice k, so just compare, k is equal to minus I root 3. So k is equal to minus I root 3. What is I root 3? I root 3 is equal to z. So this is equal to minus of z, minus z. So k is equal to minus z. So your option is A. Next problem is, find the value of integration minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 sin square x divided by 1 plus 2 to the power x dx. 4 options are given. Choose the correct option. This is taken from Main 2018. This is one of the most important question. At first sight you may think that since the limit is given from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, so it may be odd or even function, but check it, it is neither odd nor even. So one option is remaining here. You have to apply the property of integration This is integration a to b fx dx. You just replace this x by a plus b minus x. Okay, a plus b minus x. Here I is equal to, let us consider that this definite integration bi. So I is equal to integration minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 sine square x divided by 1 plus 2 to the power x dx. Mark it 1 and use this property, and you will find here a is equal to minus pi by 2 and b is equal to pi by 2. So a plus b minus x, just minus x. Okay, sine square minus x divided by 1 plus 2 to the power minus x. So if you do this 1 by 2 to the power x and take an LCM, so in the denominator again you will find 2 to the power x plus 1, and numerator is 2 to the power x into sine square x, isn't it? Mark it 2 and add 1 and 2. We get 2i is equal to, since the limits are same, minus pi by 2 pi by 2, so in one bracket we can keep them, and we see that the denominators are 1 plus 2 to the power x in both the cases, and take an LCM on the numerator also. You will find 1 plus 2 to the power x multiplied by sine square x. 1 plus 2 to the power x will be cancelled, remaining part is only sine square x. So this is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 sine square x dx, and this can be written twice of integration 0 to pi by 2 sine square x dx. Now two most important results you should know, since you are a student, since you will face the joint entrance. Integration of 0 to pi by 2 sine square x dx is equal to integration 0 to pi by 2 cos square x dx. This is equal to pi by 2 pi by 4. This is one of the most important result. And then what is integration 0 to pi by 2 sin x dx equal to integration 0 to pi by 2 cos x dx is equal to 1. Now this is sine square x. So integration 0 to pi by 2 sine square x dx is equal to pi by 4. This result you have to write it. So twice of pi by 4 means pi by 2 only, and since this is 2i is equal to pi by 2, so I is equal to pi by 4. So your option is A. Next question is evaluate the integral. Integration 2x to the power 12 plus 5x to the power 9 divided by x to the power 5 plus x cube plus 1 whole cube dx. This is one of the most important question, and it is taken from NCERT miscellaneous. Okay, so if you follow the traditional process, the traditional process is also difficult. You have to take x to the power 5 common. If you take x to the power 5 common from this one, then outside it will be x to the power 15, because there is whole cube. So x to the power 15, and divide this numerator by x to the power 15. You will find 2 into 1 by x cube plus 5 into 1 by x to the power 6, and on the denominator it is 1 plus 1 by x square plus 1 by x to the power 5. Take this one as z, and this one will be minus dz. Okay, so next you will integrate, and after few steps you will get the result. But this is very difficult for joint intersection because this is time consuming. In this process, in this fact, I want to mention that don't follow the traditional method. Here you have to follow this technique. Just keep the options here. There are 4 options, and take the first option, and the differentiation of these options, it will be better. So we take the first one, x to the power 10 divided by 2 into x to the power 5 plus x cube plus 1 whole square. And here, if you think that you will do it by u by v, then this is again problem, because on the denominator it will be whole to the power 4. So this is very difficult. Better you do this one, x to the power 10 into take this one to numerator, so x to the power 5 plus x cube plus 1 whole to the power minus 2. So this is u into v. So when u into v is here, you just differentiate this one and in few steps, only in 2 steps you will get the option A. Our next question is, the equation x square plus 2x plus 2 is equal to 0 has roots alpha and beta. Then the value of alpha to the power 15 plus beta to the power 15 is which one of the options? This is taken from Main 2019. This is one of the most important question. Please follow this one. X square plus 2x plus 2 is equal to 0. From this you are getting x is equal to minus 1 plus or minus I. So these two are actually the complex numbers. In Cartesian format this is minus 1 1 and another one is minus 1 minus 1. So this point is lying in the second quadrant, minus 1 plus I or minus 1 1, and this point is in the third quadrant, minus 1 minus I or minus 1 minus 1. Okay, now friends, what is the argument of this point? This is 3 pi by 4 and this one is minus 3 pi by 4. Okay, so minus 1 plus I is equal to, since the argument of this one, modulus of this one is root over of minus 1 whole square plus 1 square, that is root over 2. So this is root 2 e to the power I into angle is 3 pi by 4. Similarly, minus 1 minus I is equal to root 2 r into e to the power minus I theta. Here the angle is negative for this minus I 3 pi by 4. And this is since it is given that the roots are alpha and beta, so first of all you consider it as alpha and the second one as beta. Okay, alpha and beta. Now alpha to the power 15 plus beta to the power 15 is equal to, this is alpha, so raise the power to 15, so 2 to the power 15 by 2, this is root 2, that means 2 to the power half. So if you raise to 15th power, it will be 2 to the power 15 by 2 into e to the power I 3 into 15 pi divided by 4, that means 45 pi by 4, 45 pi by 4 plus beta to the power 15. Similar way, this is this part, and you can take 2 to the power 15 by 2 as common. Okay, we have taken common, and in bracket e to the power I into 5 pi by 4 plus e to the power minus I into 5 pi by 4, because 45 pi by 4 will be transferred to 5 pi by 4, just taking the concept of angles. Now this step is important. E to the power I 5 pi by 4. What is 5 pi by 4? From this one, actually if you want to get the 5 pi by 4 angle, it is this one, this part. Okay, so e to the power I 5 pi by 4, for this you will have this point minus 1 minus I. Okay, and for negative 5 pi by 4 it will be this point minus 1 plus I. That means you have to add these 2 points here. Okay, but since the modulus of this point is equal to root 2, similarly the modulus of this point is also root 2. For this you have to divide by root 2 and multiply both by root 2 and root 2. Since you know in Euler form the points are r into e to the power I angle. Okay, this is the Euler form representation of any complex number, r into e to the power I alpha. So r is root 2, since root 2 is the modulus r, so we multiplied by root 2 and divided by root 2. Okay, so this is root 2 e to the power I 5 pi by 4, and this is nothing but your minus 1 minus I, this point minus 1 minus I. Similarly, root 2 e to the power minus I 5 pi by 4 is this one minus 1 plus I, and this is here minus 1 plus I. So after addition I will be cancelled, this is only minus 2. Okay, minus 2 divided by root 2 into 2 to the power 15 by 2, so you are getting only root 2 into minus 2 to the power 15 by 2, and this is 2 to the power 16 by 2, that means 2 to the power 8, and 2 to the power 8 is equal to minus 256. Minus of 2 to the power 8 is minus 256. So your option is D. Our last question, if curly bracket denotes the fractional part function, fractional part of 2 to the power 403 divided by 15 is equal to k by 15, then find k. 4 options are given, choose the correct option. This is taken from Main 2019. This is one of the most important question. Please carefully watch. Friends, 2 to the power 403 is equal to 2 cube into 2 to the power 400. 2 cube is equal to 8, and this can be written 2 to the power 4 whole power 100, and 2 to the power 4 is equal to 16, so 16 to the power 100. Now this 16 can be written 1 plus 15. This is one of the most important step of binomial theorem. So 8 times of, if you break this one, you will find 1 plus 1 plus 15 whole to the power 100 can be written 1 plus 15 into lambda, because the remaining part will be the multiples of 15. Okay, multiples of 15. For this we have written 15 lambda, and multiply distribution 8 plus 8 into 8 into 15, that is 120 lambda. Okay, so the fractional part of 2 to the power 403 divided by 15 is equal to fractional part of 8 divided by 15 plus 120 lambda divided by 15. Okay, and this is exactly divisible by 15, so no need to get any fractional part from this one, but 8 by 15 will be the remaining fractional part. So this is 8 by 15. Now the fractional part of this one is given k by 15, so we can write 8 by 15 as k by 15. So 15 is cancelled, so remaining part k is equal to 8. So your option is B. So finally, I want to say that please friends, again watch the video and write the techniques, tips and tricks in your copy, and frequently practice at your home. Best of the luck. Thank you. Have a nice day.